A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Minnesota. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
So here are the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
Minnesota's new coaching staff really leaned on Cousins for leadership and production, and the longtime vet was up to the pressure. 29 touchdowns, 4,500 yards, and a 13-win season, his best as a starter. Captain Kirk, he's quietly been one of the league's most productive passers the last few seasons.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. They go play action. Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And it's fielded at the 34. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
The former #1 overall pick has had his ups and downs in recent seasons, but he finished strong last year and inherits a really good offense in Tampa that should set him up for success.
They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7. They run again with Hunt. And he's got room. Oh, what a move. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, that one hurt. Of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Kareem Hunt, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Now Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Hey, Stever. Working out of the gun, Cousins. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. Here's a 2nd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
To throw, Cousins. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Here's Madison running left. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Play action now. Cousins. Addison hauls it in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And there's a pretty play for Madison, who seems like a perfect fit for the Vikings. Obviously, Minnesota loves receivers who produce, and Addison, one of college's best and most productive receivers the last couple of seasons.
Lavonte David in on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draw.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Lavonte David. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And a catch right side by Evans. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 53 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. They go play action. Mayfield. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
He was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week where he left off. At the end of the preseason, he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Play fake. Mayfield. Touchdown. Mike Evans. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Buccaneers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On second down, this is Madison. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Mayfield on play action. This is caught by Evans. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time. Hunt. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Hunt, and he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuffed behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Vikings now heading onto the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Cousins.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd down, Cousins again, escaping the pressure right.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Go ahead.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Cousins from the gun on 3rd.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he will have a Vikings first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
From the gun, here's Cousins.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Mayfield now. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. A first down throw for Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Mayfield with it once more. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he'll take this down inside the 45. First down, Mayfield. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he gets it down to the 32. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes.